Local narcotics police have seized almost 100 pounds of marijuana thanks to a tip from a nosy neighbor.
A beautiful stretch of weather for the next several days across East Alabama. We'll break down the 7-day forecast coming up.
A major turnaround for a football team in its first postseason appearance in 10 years. EAN Local News starts right now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit us at any one of our 5 locations in Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Carl Brady. Gadsden police received a report Sunday from a resident of East Gadsden who said they smelled a strong marijuana odor coming from a nearby house. After investigating the complaint and getting a search warrant, they raided the home with the help of Glencoe police and found 95 pounds of marijuana worth over $100,000. Gadsden Police Sergeant Simeon Smith said after the raid that this is what happens when the community and police work together to keep the community safe. Gadsden Mayor Craig Ford commended the neighbor and the police who conducted the raid. A Randolph County man is in the Jefferson County Jail charged with second-degree arson in connection with a massive fire that destroyed several buildings in Birmingham's historic Southside neighborhood last Friday. The Birmingham Police Department reports that 42-year-old Joshua Mitchell of Roanoke was taken into custody in the 1200 block of 20th Street South on the day of the fire. His bond has been set at $33,000. Investigators say more charges may be filed against Mitchell in connection with the case. The fire broke out last Friday morning in the 1300 block of 20th Street South. Firefighters were called to the scene at 5:53 a.m. and began fighting a blaze inside a vacant commercial building. The fire then spread to nearby residential buildings, filling the area with smoke that could be seen throughout downtown Birmingham. When we return, new leadership taking control of city governments across East Alabama this week.
This spring and summer, get it done right with Oxford Lumber, your hometown partner for projects big or small. From refreshing your garden to upgrading your outdoor space, we've got everything you need. Check out our full garden center and gear up on our Stihl showroom, chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Ready to grill? We've got Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone to fire up the fun. Since 1985, Oxford Lumber has been built on tradition and focused on you. Visit us today at any of our 5 locations: Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln. Oxford Lumber, where you're treated like family.
Celebrate Halloween with Old Noble. From spooky decor and frightfully fun gifts to cozy touches that make your home the perfect haunted hideaway, Old Noble has everything you need to get into the spirit of the season. And while you're here, don't forget to check out our locally branded merchandise, the perfect treat for showing off your hometown pride this fall. Stop by Old Noble in downtown Anniston today and make this Halloween one to remember.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Anniston made history this week by swearing in the youngest mayor in the city's history for her first full term of office. Sierra Smith, who had represented Ward 2 on the council, became acting mayor earlier this year to replace retired Mayor Jack Draper. She won election to the city's top job this summer and has now begun her 4-year term. She is joined on the council by Ward 1 Councilman Lewis Downing, who has been named the city's vice mayor, Ward 2 Councilwoman Erica Tolson, Ward 3 Councilman Joe Harrington, and Ward 4 Councilwoman Julie Moss. After the ceremony, Mayor Smith told the audience at Anniston High School that Anniston first got its nickname the Model City because of its design and infrastructure.
I want us to be the model city, not just for how we're built, but for how we build each other, for how we treat our neighbors, for how we care for our elders, invest in our youth, and lift up those who feel unseen, for how we show kindness even when we disagree, for how we serve with respect even when times are hard. The great civil rights leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "The time is always right to do what is right." And that's what I want this new chapter in Anniston to represent. Our collective decision to do what's right for our city, for one another, and for the generations that will come after us.
Mayor Smith also said that while Anniston has many issues it needs to deal with, the city is not defined by its challenges, but by its character.
We are a city with deep and complicated history, but also one of extraordinary resilience. And every time Anniston has been tested, her people have always found a way to rise again. Stronger, wiser, and more united every single time.
In Piedmont, Mayor Kevin Farmer and the newly elected members of the City Council took their oaths of office. The new council is composed of Brittany Williams in District 1, Kevin McCord, District 2, Frank Cobb, District 3, Mark Epps, District 4, Greg South, District 5, Carlos Farmer, District 6, and Matt Rogers in District 7. Longtime Hobson City Mayor Alberta McCrory was sworn in for another term of office this week. She will be joined by council members Lakeisha Fantroy in place 1, Carthel Green, place 2, Coretta Chandler, place 3, Anita C. Jackson in place 5, and place 4 Councilman Frederick Striplin, who will also serve as Mayor Pro Tem. The mayor of Oxford and all 5 city council members face no opposition in this summer's election. Taking their oaths of office for the new term are Mayor Alton Kraft, along with council members Chris Sperlin, Stephen Waits, Phil Gardner, Charlotte Hubbard, and Mike Henderson. Sperlin will continue to serve as council president, and Waits will be president pro tem of the council. Several more communities across East Alabama are responding to the needs of residents who are hurt by recent cuts in federal food programs. That story and more when we return.
Are you game day ready? WM Grocery has everything you need to fire up the grill. Hot dogs, brats, sausage, ribs, juicy steaks, fresh ground beef, and chicken. Plus, all the grill accessories you need to make your tailgate a success. Wherever you're tailgating, stop by and see us in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and Piedmont. WM Grocery, where game day begins.
Life doesn't stop for car service, and now it doesn't have to with the Ford Mobile Service Van from Buster Miles Ford. Our certified technicians come to you for oil changes, brake service, tire rotations, battery tests, and more. It's the same trusted service now delivered right to your driveway. Schedule your Ford Mobile service today at bustermilesford.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
The United Way of East Central Alabama, which last week announced efforts to support food banks across Calhoun County, has now added Cleburne and Randolph counties to those efforts. Area residents who depend on the federal government's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, called SNAP, learned this weekend that they will receive only half of their usual assistance this month due to federal government shutdown. Administration officials who were ordered by federal courts to make the payments have said it may take months to get that help to SNAP recipients. Many local charities and food banks have reported increased demand for their services as a result, and the United Way is using the 211 hotline to take requests for help. The city of Gadsden is also making plans to use city funds to help local food banks, providing assistance to those whose SNAP benefits have been cut. The City Council on Tuesday approved a partnership with the Etowah County Food Bank, similar to the one set up in Birmingham with its food bank. Well, after some rain over the weekend, an Arctic chill will invade East Alabama early next week. John Holder is in the Pool Doctor Weather Center with all the details.
Carl, we do have a freeze coming next week, but between now and then, some mighty fine weather for the rest of the week and most of the weekend. We'll have the complete forecast details next.
Big dreams deserve a strong foundation. Whether you're starting a business, building a backyard shop, or just need more space, Waldrop Metal Buildings is ready to help. Every project is built to fit your vision, your style, and your budget. Let's bring that dream to life. Call Waldrop today.
Craig Miller at Miller's Sand and Landscape Supply. How would you like to come home and sit down and relax in front of a fire pit? Here at Miller's Sand and Landscape Supply, we've got different types of fire pits. You want to relax, tailgate in your backyard? It's Miller's Sand and Landscape Supply. Not only we have the firewood to go in the fire pit, but the fire pit to put it in here at Miller's Sand and Landscape Supply.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. This segment of EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville. Personal, professional, quality.
A little different view of the EAN weather cam on Quintard Avenue in Anniston. This is at the corner of 12th and Quintard in Midtown Anniston, but the view was the same everywhere across East Alabama today. Plenty of sunshine. You see the blue sky and sunshine here. Just an incredibly beautiful day, especially for November in Alabama with temperatures in the mid-70s. How warm was it? Well, today here at the Pool Doctor Weather Center, we reached all the way up to 76 this afternoon. It's about 7 degrees above the average. The low this morning still on the chilly side at about 40 degrees, a little bit below the average for this time of year. We've got another wonderful night coming up on your Wednesday night across East Alabama. Clear and cool, not as cool as it has been the last several mornings. Certainly no chance of rain. 45 for the low overnight tonight. Tomorrow, another spectacular day. If anything, tomorrow is going to be better than today. At 9 a.m. in the morning, we're bumping up close to 60 degrees at 59 with plenty of sunshine. Lunch hour tomorrow, if you want to take a walk, it's going to be great. 71 with plenty of sunshine. And then tomorrow afternoon, getting out of school, picking up the kids, heading home for the day. Again, plenty of sunshine at 3 o'clock tomorrow. We're at 77 degrees, about 8 degrees above the average for this time of year. 7-day forecast is going to be kind of on a weather roller coaster. We've got a lot going on. This will begin really late in the day on Friday and Friday night. Right now, we're only showing a 20% chance of a shower on Friday. That's during the daytime hours. Friday night, that jumps up to a 70% chance of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. But most of the day Friday is going to be very nice. Again, with temperatures in the mid-70s. We've got a small chance of rain Saturday. That will be early in the morning. Then the rest of the day looks pretty good. Again, 76 for the high after a low of 59 degrees. Very nice and mild when you wake up on Saturday morning. Sunday will be a transition day. We'll have a small chance of rain in the morning. The 65-degree temperature, that is going to be the high, and that's going to come relatively early in the day. That is going to be kind of around maybe late morning, early afternoon, somewhere along in there. Then temperatures dropping for the rest of the day, and they're going to drop drastically. By Monday, the high only 48, going down to 32 on Monday morning. And then we're going to have all kinds of freeze warnings and freeze advisories because we are going into the deep freeze big time by Tuesday morning. 25 degrees. That's typically what we see in January instead of November. We start to heat up a little bit by the middle part of next week. But again, we're going from 25 degrees on Tuesday morning, and we're backing up to 76 on both Friday and Saturday. Folks, that's more than a 50-degree change in about 48 to 72 hours across the region. Speaking of those storms coming up on Friday, we do have a risk that we might see some strong thunderstorms. There's a marginal risk for most of the state of Alabama. This is not a big deal. The slight risk is up here in Tennessee, clipping the Tennessee Valley of northwest Alabama. For us, there's just a small chance we could see some damaging thunderstorm winds on Friday night. Not a big deal with that. And to be honest with you, the further north and west you go, the higher the chance of seeing a strong storm coming up on Friday night. I'll be back here tomorrow morning with your Thursday morning breakfast forecast, right back here tomorrow night as we look in depth at that weekend forecast for all of East Alabama. We've got Wednesday night sports coming up. Colby Amos is with you after the break.
At Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville, we believe a great pool is where the best memories are made. Family cookouts, sunny afternoons, kids laughing and splashing, it all starts with a pool that's clean, clear, and ready for fun. That's where we come in. From trusted Pentair products to the cutting-edge BeatBot cleaners, plus top quality chemicals and fun accessories, we've got everything you need to keep your pool perfect. Visit Pool Doctor today, where pool care meets family care.
I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
It is a milestone moment for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. For the first time in a decade, they are heading back to the postseason. After a strong regular season and several key wins down the stretch, Glencoe has officially secured its first playoff spot. marking a major step forward in a program that has been steadily rebuilding. We spoke with head coach Bailey Blanchard, who is in his first season leading the program. In just 1 year, he's helped guide Glencoe from a 2-8 record last season to a 7-3 turnaround. A testament, he says, to the players' commitment and the culture shift that began long before the season even kicked off.
Just real proud of the guys and the way they've worked. I talk about it all the time, all this work comes from the off season in the summer. And to come out here and go 7-3 in a very good region, tough part of the state to play football, it means a lot for us to be 7-3 going into the playoffs.
Coach Blanchard reflected on the challenges of competing in a tough region, noting that the level and talent of competition that they have faced each week. He credits those matchups for helping his team grow, adapt, and learn how to respond under pressure.
It's definitely a learning experience losing to those teams, but also, that's our goal, is to get to beat those teams in the future, and that's what we tell our kids, is we've got to keep striving to get to play with those type of teams, because they're at the top right now. Piedmont's number 1 in our region, Westbrook's number 2, and that's what we're striving to do, is become region champions one day. But just proud of the way that our guys battle every game, and excited for this week.
Blanchard also highlighted how meaningful this turnaround has been for the entire Glencoe community. After years of rebuilding, the Yellow Jackets have not only found success, but also reignited school spirit, transforming a program once struggling for wins into a playoff contender.
To be able to flip the script and go from 2-8 to 7-3, that's big time, and that goes to just the effort that our kids bring, and the vibe in the locker room, and how they come to prepare each day at practice, and how our assistant coaches approach practice every single day. And it's not just me, it's all these guys, coaches, administration staff, Booster Club, it's the kids, and they've all bought into what we're trying to do, and then the community's bought in. We've had packed stands every home game, and they've traveled well with us, and the kids, it means a lot when the kids look up in the stands and they have their whole community behind them, and that's what high school football is about. And I'm glad that we got to bring that back to Glencoe, who's a very rich tradition in football, and just really, really proud and happy and excited to get to be in the playoffs.
Now, Glencoe turns its focus to the postseason as the Yellow Jackets prepare to face Winfield this Thursday night. Coach Blanchard says the team's mindset is simple: stay focused, play together, and give everything they've got to keep this run going.
We preach to the kids, like I said, if they can control it, they can control, and we can control what we can control. And we're still going. The field is still the same size, and the football is still the same shape. And we go out there and we just play our game. And it doesn't matter if it's in a parking lot or on a grass field or turf field, or just excited to get to play football. And there's a lot of teams that would love to be playing football this week, and we're one of them. So just tell the kids to make sure they're grateful for that, and just play for their brother, play for the guy beside them.
As Glencoe prepares for its first playoff appearance in 10 years, Coach Blanchard closed out by expressing his gratitude, thanking his players, coaching staff, and the Glencoe community for their unwavering support. He says this season has not just been special because of the wins, but because it has brought the team and the town closer together again. Playoff football is officially on us this week, and that's going to be all that we have for you today. Back to you, Carl.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News. We appreciate all of your support. Please like and subscribe to see more local news for your area. We'll see you back here on Thursday for your news on your schedule.